Tonight, we're putting on a little show to raise awareness for diabulimia. This is an important topic, and we really wanted to cover it diva style, so I asked my good friend Asha Brown and Trisha Hartman, who are going to be performing a short scripted scene for us tonight between two friends shopping for bridesmaids' dresses. And afterward, we're going to host a group discussion about the signs and symptoms of diabulimia, the health concerns, and what kinds of treatment can help for recovery.
Thanks for coming to shop with me for bridesmaid dresses. I'm glad you made it despite all this traffic.
Sure, no problem.
It's so cool that Ashton's letting us pick out our own dresses.
I know, right? And we finally get to spend some time together. I never see you.
Me too. Work is so crazy. I'm bummed I missed Ashton's bridal shower, and I heard about the cake.
It was so much fun. Do you mean the hummingbird cake from Magnolia's?
Yes, it sounded so good, like everything else in there. I'm addicted to their chocolate cupcakes with vanilla frosting. I practically eat one every day.
No way. If I eat cupcakes every day, I'd be as big as a whale. How do you stay so thin?
No, you're kidding, right? I'm huge. Diabetes always gets in the way.
Wait, what was that?
And never mind. Let's just look for dresses.
Didn't you already show Ashton a dress last month?
Oh, you mean the blush-colored Vera Wang? Yep. Well, you know, there's extra fabric bunching around my waist now, and I look pregnant in it.
I don't believe that. Your waist is so tiny. What are you doing?
Oh, you know, the same old thing. Just a few more yoga classes.
Why can't that work for me? I go to spin classes 4 times a week and still can't seem to lose any weight. Hey, Brett, let's take before and after selfies to send to Ashton. Come on, smile.
No. I don't like what I'm wearing.
Hey, are you okay? You look kind of pale.
I'm fine. Let's just sit down for a minute, okay?
Should you check your blood sugars maybe?
No. I checked before we met, and I'm fine. Work is just stressing me out.
Look, there's a Jamba Juice right over there. Shouldn't I get you something?
No way. I cannot drink that. Their drinks are so fattening. Just like you might as well just have a milkshake.
Are you sure? Don't you need to drink something?
No, I'm okay. Okay? I know how to handle this.
All right, now we're going to continue on with the group discussion on diabulimia with Patricia Gentle, Integrated Diabetes Services, Dana Roseman, Asha Brown, and Trisha Hartman. Let's begin with just a brief introduction of everyone, starting with our actresses. Asha Brown, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everybody. So I am the founder and executive director of We Are Diabetes, which is a nonprofit that is devoted currently to supporting people living with type 1 diabetes and disordered eating. And that goes for all types of disordered eating, not just diabulimia, which is actually just a media-coined phrase for one certain behavior that someone living with type 1 diabetes can struggle with, which is the insulin omission.
All right, and Trisha Hartman, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Trisha Hartman. I'm a health and wellness coach, and I created Coach Secure, and I work with clients that live with chronic illness and just helping them kind of support them and help them realize that they're a whole person. You know, they're not controlled by their diagnosis and that life goes on and it can be, you know, even better than before. It takes some support and some work and, you know, it's possible. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to be here tonight to talk about diabulimia.
All right, and joining us for the first time is Dana Roseman. Dana, tell us everyone a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I hope everyone is doing well right now. I'm Dana Roseman, talking to you from Dallas, Texas. I'm a registered dietitian and a diabetes care and education specialist, and I work with Integrated Diabetes Services.
And finally, Patricia, we never get to introduce yourself, so I'd love to hear what you have to say.
I am Patricia Addie Gentle. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a registered nurse. I'm also diabetes educator and care specialist, education and care specialist, and I just love doing the Divabetic podcast. So it's just plain old Patricia.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you all for being a part of this. Yeah, Ash, let's come back to you. I know we heard several signs of someone suffering from diabulimia in that scene. Tell us what they were and give us a little bit more explanation about it.
Sure. So there were a lot of well-written, subtle hints, and maybe they weren't even that subtle. But, and again, I want to state that these are signs and symptoms that have commonly been recognized. It is not all of them, nor does it fit the bill. So if there are signs that I'm going to talk about and someone listening has a friend and they're worried that that friend might be struggling with an eating disorder, but they are not these signs, it's still possible, okay? So let's not rule everything out. But there's some signs in this script that we just did where, Brittany has kind of an obsession over some food. She talks about food in an excited way. However, she has an aversion to actually eating, or like the concept of eating in front of her friend. And that is actually pretty common to joyfully talk about food or even obsess about food, even hoard food, but then be very avoidant of actually eating and sharing meals with others. Body image distortion and low self-esteem, which are, two different things, but they are also present in what you guys just heard. Aversion to testing or overall kind of being honest or specific about diabetes management with loved ones is also a very common sign that someone might be struggling or hiding some behaviors that they know are dangerous. The other obvious sign is that Brittany's not doing well. She's pale. She's not, she's weak, and she's refusing, to have glucose when she might actually need it, or the opposite, her blood sugar is so high that she's feeling very, very fragile as well.
Great. And Tricia, you helped rehearse this a few days ago, and then you helped me tweak some of the lines. What did you gain from the experience? I mean, what was your thought as you were reading this and working on it?
Just recognizing Jordan, she's a good friends with Brittany, and so you can hear her concern as she's going through. She's asking like subtle questions, but there's this layer of concern that it's more than just that a regular conversation, maybe a teen conversation or just between friends. There's an extra layer of concern from the reaction of Brittany. It's almost she's just dismissing her anytime she tries to address something about getting help or like needing some kind of support. It's very quickly dismissed, and then back to the dress. And so she's trying to ask some questions there, but getting turned down each time. So right. I could see Jordan wanting needing some kind of support of, hey, how does she even address this? So I'm sure that's a great concern for many family members, friends, that have to deal with this. Where do you go to when you try and bring it up, but you're just not having it?
To jump on that,
right.
I want to mention to everybody that We Are Diabetes actually has some resources that address just that. So we have a section on our website for concerned family, friends, loved ones, partners, how to approach someone, to start that conversation, because obviously there's going to be a lot of defensiveness, and then we worry perhaps it's not true, and then we're going to offend our loved one. So we do offer information about how to lovingly get that conversation started.